Want me to start it?
Whoa, No Way Mafia, FT family, what is up? Special guest appearance, Rik, Rickers, also known as Motherfucker Jones. He's here, Mom, sorry for my language. But we're both crushing some mash right now, we got a lift. This dude is one of the smartest guys when it comes to strength and conditioning and nutrition that I've been around. He graduated with his degree in exercise science. He is the one that actually got me and helped me and taught me enough to pass my CSCS. Without living with him during that time, I probably wouldn't have passed it. He's on board the No When He Sleeves team now officially, so we're going to be getting a lot of good stuff from him. But tonight we're going to be going over some MASH. So, Rik, nice to have you.
Thanks, man.
Look at that dumbass hat, too.
You guys
get rid of that tonight.
Go Birds, baby, 2018.
Yeah, how many years ago was that? Jesus.
But
it was last year.
Hey, you know what? Celebrate it while you can. Celebrate it while you can. No, it's great to be a part. Yeah, I love the whole idea of this whole thing, and I think this has a super high ceiling, and there's a ton of different ways we can go with it, and it's got a lot of great information on it so far. But yeah, so what's in your MASH you got over there, and then I'll go over mine.
The MASH is simple. Again, we talk about the vertical all the time. Don't want to get too deep into exactly what vertical is, but the basis of it is that red meat has carries and has a lot more nutrients. It's more nutrient dense than like a chicken. Cows have 5 stomach, I believe, so they're grazing. They have all that nutrients that's getting in there. So everything we eat is red meat, easily digested carbs. So we have white rice in here as well, and then sweet potato is another easily digestive carb. So I have that in mind, as well as chicken bone stock. Chicken bone stock you want because they actually, melt down the chicken bones, which has a collagen in it, which is good for your joints, good for your bone health. It also has like 9 grams of protein per serving. Cops, Jersey. And then a ton of iodized salt. So super nutrient packed bowl for me. This is I went through 2.5 pounds of ground beef today. About 3 cups of white rice. So
yeah, I mean, mine's pretty similar. The only couple differences I do is I know you're not a big veggie guy. No. You don't like mixing those in, but I am. I love them. So I got just a mixed vegetable in this one now, which is corn, green bean, carrot. That's not strictly to the vertical diet, but I just like it in there because I like them, and they do have nutritional value. So I used a chuck roast with this one as well. I like to flip back and forth between the ground beef and chuck roast. It's especially this time with the corona and everything, it's tough trying to get a ton of ground beef. So plus it kind of switches up the taste a little bit, just to kind of keep it a little fresh. But to touch on your point of the nutrient density, that's why I like it so much, is because it's super easy, it's super cheap, and it's a great way to get a nutrient-packed meal in one sitting. And for me, it does really truly make me feel better. I don't get the bloating because you're not getting the variety and the confusing the body, confusing the gut. It keeps everything simple, so that way you're not causing that bloating and feeling that lethargic feeling when you first get up.
That bloat is the worst.
Yeah, I mean it can cripple you. I mean, that feeling when you first eat something, or you have a big heaping of pasta or a big thing of pizza or whatever it is, and you're just like, oh my god, I gotta go lay down, and then you lay down, and then you don't get up for another 2 hours, and that's when those calories start just sitting around.
I was talking to Ann about that the other day. I'll sometimes sit down if I'm hungry. I'll crush 1.5 pounds of beef with 2 cups of rice, one sitting, right? And I never get that post-food coma with it.
Yeah,
it's not.
I've said before, if I go to a steakhouse, I could sit there and eat an entire thing. I feel like I could be there for 24 hours and just eat steak until they stop bringing it to me. You know what I mean? So the key is with the red meat, and is that and there are things out there about it that it has whatever the heart thing with it, but that's kind of starting to go away, and then the stigma behind it is starting to go away.
That's in the past now.
The nutrient density of the red meat is huge. Now that doesn't mean you have to use that. You know what I mean? If it fucks up your stomach, if it screws up your stomach, and you can't really digest it very well, that's fine. And that's the other thing that I wanted to touch on is listening to your body with nutrition. I think is one of the most important things. So if you eat something and it makes you feel like hell, and then you go into the gym the next day and you perform low, or you go into a competition and you perform bad, you know, think back to what you put in your body those last few days. If you were putting, you know, pizza, pasta, you know, chip, whatever it might be, that made you feel that way, note that and try to stay away from that kind of stuff, because that's the biggest thing, because it's so individualized with nutrition. There's no real true blanket statement for everybody that, you know, you have to eat this to make you feel this way. It's such a individualized thing, so listening to your body and seeing how you respond to everything is such a huge part of it.
And everybody's body is going to respond differently to MASH. I'm working with my buddy. His body is not digesting white rice as fast as mine, or fast as a lot of people. So we actually dropped his portions of the white rice and bumping up some sweet potatoes. So everyone's a little bit different. As you can see, Rik is hounding down right now. He said it's probably like a pound in here. I did 2.5 today. Santo G's in the house. Come on, we're talking vert, kid. Poke a head in there.
What's up, guys?
Sant, you're following vert pretty strictly lately.
Just have my cement.
There you go.
Cement's another good one.
I'm more of a shake guy. I'm more of a shake guy than the
I like
cement,
it too.
but that's all right.
We'll
You know,
get
it
into
is-
that on another day, but that's the basis of how we make our mash and how we rip. So, feel your body. Whoa! Feel your sleeves.